It's me, Renee. I'm back. So today I have the Loki book tag. It was created, created quite recently by Break Even Books. I'm gonna link the original channel down below. Original channel. Well, I'm gonna link the original tag down below. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but this looked fun. And yeah, I do know that I said I had some grievances earlier this week with the Loki series, but I still enjoyed it. And also, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's just something that annoyed me. I'm just gonna ignore it. But yeah, still, this tag looked fun. So yeah, here I am, simply doing it. A little moment. Sorry. First question is Mischief. Loki is the god of mischief. A book with a mischievous character. So give me a little moment here. I have books almost ready. No, I just have to. Okay. Okay, so in this one we have. Okay, I'm just kind of blanking on name. Okay, I'm just gonna check. But there's a character here that's pretty mischievous. Okay, let me just check it out. Yeah, sorry. So Pix, a character in this one. Pix, he's quite a trickster, quite mischievous, and he's in all the books in the series. This is the first book in that series, the Stoker and Holmes series. Highly recommend it. And yeah, Pix is one of those characters that's in more or less all of the books. And yeah, quite mischievous. I don't want to say much because last was I can say it's a trickster. He's a thief. You can't really trust him, but then maybe you can. But yeah, it's just a great character and a great series. And then next is Variant 1, a book that you have more than one version of. Sorry, I'm gonna just quite sure. Yeah, sorry. So this prompt is a series you have more than one version of. So it could be a series you have in different, if you have it in hardcover and paperback, or etc. etc. So with this one, I'm going with the Peggy Martinez books. Sorry, that's the offer. The Sage Hannigan books, which the first one is this one, and then the second one is this one. So continuity and relativity. So you see, the first one is long. I would say thinner. It's not really thinner, but yeah, first one is long. And the second one is shorter, as you see here from comparison. About this, I'm pretty sure the year it came out, or I think pretty soon after it came out. And it seems like sometimes in the English market, you first get one big pocket and then you get smaller pocket versions. Like in Norway, most often you get first hardcover and then pocket, and you just have one pocket version. But like often in English, you get like a huge pocket, then you get a small pocket, and then you get the mass market pocket. So many pocket versions, kind of weird. Well, paperback versions. Sorry, it's called paperback probably. But you understand pocket. But yeah, and then second one, it's this size, and yeah, honestly, a lot of people don't really like when the one series has different versions, like when they own different versions of the same series, like the books are different. I don't really mind that much. I suppose it depends a bit, but yeah, I don't really mind. Also, I kind of thought about this because I actually haven't thought about this in a long time, but it's a great time travel series with also vampires, werewolves, and everything else. Oh my! And yeah, also a book you should definitely check it out. The first couple books are kind of in a way standard. It's kind of not that dramatic. The third book ends on a cliffhanger, and the third book is kind of like dystopian-ish. So yeah, the stakes just kind of go way up in the third book. Also, there's a fourth book coming. It's been talked about for many years, but it's coming soon. So yay. So yeah, there's that one. And then variant 2. book you have more than one edition of. So this is like one book that you have different versions of. Here I have, you know what? Wait. So this is one of my all-time favorite series. It's been a little while since I read it, but yeah, I love this series so much. I actually got 3 versions of it. I have paperback, Vampire Academy first book, and then I have the 10th anniversary edition, which has the story, but also some short stories and whatnot at the end, like extra tidbits. Quite cool. And then I also have a Vampire Academy in Spanish. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I do speak Spanish. I've read some books in Spanish before, and I kind of wanted to read this one in Spanish. I tried to a few years ago, and then I kind of was scared, but I still want to kind of try to get to it. And I believe maybe it's more easier to read this now than before. I'm not sure, but yeah, I have it anyway in Spanish. Quite cool. So, there. And then the next question is Prune, a book you recently got rid of or that you're planning to get rid of. So with this one, I'm gonna go with la la la. Yeah, I'm gonna go with How Not to Ask a Boy to Prom by S.J. Gusley. Sorry. So this book came out last year. Actually came out 2 years ago. And sorry. And I read it earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. But it's kind of one of those books that I don't really feel a need to read it again. And as I didn't love it, and it's not an amazing cover, and it's not a version of this book. Like it's not signed or anything. So it's like, why would I keep a book that I'm not gonna read again? That's not precious to me. I won't. I'll just give it away. Other people can enjoy it. So yeah, that's going away. Not because it's bad, but just because I don't want to reread it really. So, and then the next question is prompt is Enchantment, a book you couldn't stop reading. Love is for Losers by Vibeke Bruggemann. So this is, I was the first in the series. I'm not sure it is. It's anyway the first. It's a debut book by Vibeke Bruggemann. It's sorry, a lesbian romance. I'm not quite sure. I think maybe both of them lesbians. Anyway, it's a female romance. But I would say it's kind of like mainly it's more like kind of like teen trying to get through life because school is idiotic. And then the romance, so that's kind of the main thing, and then the romance kind of sneaks in there at the end. So if you like snow romance, that's not the main plot, but they're in there. I would recommend this one. It's very funny. So the main character, Phoebe, her mom works for Doctors Without Borders, so she's away a lot of the time, and she lives with her aunt, or she calls her aunt. And then this book takes us through more or less a year of her life, and she kind of has troubles with her friends and issues at school, like oh god, all these exams, and it's all written in blah 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 blah. Yeah, diary form. So you have like 10 p.m., 2 p.m., etc., etc. So it's very quickly read, and yeah, it's just a very very good book. Also, I kind of would say that I think this book, in my mind at least, I think Phoebe might be on the spectrum. It's not on paper, but she has some qualities that make me like think she might have NDL or autism because yeah, she has tendencies to not really see things that are quite clear. She's very direct and yeah, and yeah, it's just great book. Check it out. So good, very funny. Did I say it? not sure, but yeah, it's very, very funny. It's one of those books that you stay up till 3 in the morning to finish, which I did. And yeah. And then blah 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 blah. And next prompt is Timekeepers, a book you feel like stands the test of time. Maybe this is kind of supposed to like be a book series that's kind of older, that kind of you feel like still stands the test of time, or maybe it's supposed to be, I don't know, book series that's it kind of has to be a book series that's kind of ish old, because if it's completely new, you can't really say if it will stand the test of time or not. Uh, so the original creators said Hunger Games, which is one of those older books, but still loved. I end up going with a newer series, but it's not newer. Okay, so the last book is coming out this year. The series is The Invisible Library. So this is an adult series. The last book, The Untold Story, is out in November. That's the last book, and it's actually book 9. So this is actually a long series. This is book 4, I believe. But yeah, it's just an amazing, amazing series. Kind of, it kind of has this. It kind of like time travel esque, where you go to different time periods, but it's more like actually different parallel universes in a way. So it's kind of like it's 1800s London with vampires, or 1700 Italy with werewolves. So it's kind of twisted in some ways. And yeah, it's steampunk based, so there's steampunk's elements to it here and there. And yeah, and for the most part, this book takes place in alternative history for us. But actually, the eighth book actually takes place in a futuristic world, so that's kind of fun and different to go there. And yeah, this is just an amazing, amazing series. It has a love story, but it's just very, very slow build, slow burn, and I very much enjoy that. And it has great characters, Sherlock Holmes-ish character, and there's also these great mysteries. One book has a heist in it, and it's just takes place and just does so many different cool stuff. It's just so good, so good. More people to definitely read this and check it out. Also, now the last book is coming out, so you can enjoy 8 books, and then you have the last book to enjoy, but also be sad with because it's the last book. But yeah, so this book, I think it'll definitely stand up test of time. So since the ninth book is coming up this year, I'm thinking that probably the first book probably came out around 9 years ago, because usually you get one book each year. So the first book came out then in like 20. I have to do some quick maths here. Now to do so 2016, 15, or 14, around that. So it's not a new series, I would say. So like I'm using it. I'm not quite sure if this is cheating, but I'm using it. And yeah, definitely, at least for me, it definitely stands the test of time. It's one of those books that series that either the book is good or the book is amazing. None of the books are turds. So yeah, definitely, highly, highly recommend it. More people should definitely check it out. So good. And then we have blah 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 blah. Asgard, a book with royalty or godlike creatures. With this one, I'm going with godlike creatures, and I'm going with this Medusa Sisters series, here represented by Sweet Venom. This is a book series that not really people talk about at all. I think I haven't really talked about it much myself, but yeah, it came out 10 years ago, 2011. So yeah, actually 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. My god, time. But yeah, so this is a teen paranormal story where it's a twist of Medusa. So instead of Medusa being the villain, Medusa is like the um, heroine in this series. And then there's these sisters who are descendants of Medusa, and they have powers, of course. And then there's people who try to kill them. And yeah, I think maybe I'm only read this once, but I read it years ago. I loved it so much, and yeah, I kind of wanted to give it a shout out. So yeah, Sweet Venom, Sweet Legacy, and Sweet. Uh, what's the last book called? First book's called. Let me check it out. I don't know. Sweet Shadows, Sweet Legacy, and Sweet Venom by Tara Lynn Childs. It's sorry, a book that that's the word again. That held a punch. That sorry, not that one. Daggers. Yeah, a book. So this could either be a book that you, I suppose, kind of think like, yeah, they made you emotional. So it could be like just you loved it, you hated it, like yeah, cut you deep. So I'm gonna go with Prom by Anne Lebar. So this book came out early this year. I have a review it down. I have reviewed it down on my channel. I'll link it down below. And the protagonist in this one has NDL, non-verbal learning disorder, which I have as well. I've never read any fiction book with a protagonist that has my diagnosis. So that's quite, yeah, the just to be represented, and not only as like a bike as a bi character, but like as a main character has NDL. It's just, yeah, it's very powerful and empowering. And yeah, I said in the review, I didn't love it, but just solely the point that the main character has NDL, and also like at the back of the book, you have moment. You have like a note from a doctor, and also a note from author's note about NDL. So yeah, it's just a great resource. And yeah, just having a protagonist in a contemporary read, having my diagnosis, it's yeah, mind-boggling. And yeah, it's just quite amazing. Even though I didn't love this book, just the fact that the character has my diagnosis is just so powerful. So yeah, definitely this book definitely got me deep. I was so excited when I heard that this book was with an NDL character, and when I got it, I was just dancing around with it, and yeah, yeah, so so happy, so happy. And then the last question is Illusion, a book that has a beautiful cover, but that the inside was not that good. Well, I kind of like if I don't really like a book, I tend to like unhold it quickly. I don't really keep books I don't like, as I've said before in this video. But yeah, so I can't really show it, but because I already have uh, given it to a used bookstore. But there's a book that came out earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year called Hot British Boyfriend. On the cover is a big teacup, and then there's a girl and a guy. It looks kind of nice. It's not a beautiful cover, but it's not a bad cover. Kind of, I suppose, in a way, the book that came to my mind quickly. I enjoyed the book, but I didn't really love it. Again, as I said with the other book. So yeah, I gave it away because I'm not gonna read it again. I enjoyed aspects of it and aspects I didn't really like, and yeah. But yeah, Hot British Boyfriend by someone. I'll link them down below. I know I said I'll link stuff and I haven't always. Sometimes I forget, but I'll try my darnest to do it this one. I'll try my darnest to do it. And yeah, that's the Loki book tag. If if anyone wants to do it, just do it. I tag everyone. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever. Bye.